Hi.
Hi, Sprouts! How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, hi, Mid! And hi, Boy Puzzle! It's good to see you both here so early. I'm adjusting my pillow on my chair. Oh, there we go. Another crazy hand cam stream. Can you believe it? Let me get our loof right now. That's Deco27. There we go. How are you doing? Whoa, hands, I know. And look, there's not a ton of lag. I just rolled. I don't need to grab. Whoa, hands, I know. Let's go! I'm trying to do more hand cam streams since we figured out the lag problem. So you guys may be wondering, this is so bonkers. I'm glad. Not a ton of lag yet. I spent a lot of money on a second webcam, so I hope there's less of that lag than double streaming to the stream. But oh, this guy's super big. It's breaking capture. Even let me squish him down. He's a cute little milk carton I made. There we go, horizontal view. Forever ago. And I have these in 4 different colors. But I had a pink one cut out already in my little to be made someday pile. So I grabbed it. Smoosh, smoosh, squish. Even this guy can be squished. But you don't really want to squish this guy too much. He's my pincushion. See, he's happy. And he's made out of t-shirt material because we all started somewhere. And he's still going strong after all of these years. So he's staying around. Uh-oh. That is, yep. I have lost my needle. There it is. That's the one. Oh, you guys can't even see that. There we go. Can I thread the needle with the thick thread with the gloves? No. I had it originally on the needle before stream, but I think things occurred. Mysterious, unfortunate things. So this is just normal pink thread. I can't bring it too close to my face, because then it's out of frame. There we go. Where is the knot? Always make sure that your knot string line is longer than your other one. Let me actually bring that back over here so I remember how to make these guys. It's been a long time. Okay, this is a fairly straightforward and easy process. Stab. First things first, these pieces go together. So boop. This. Like that, and like that. There we go. I'm gonna pin them in place. Do you guys do crafts? Do you guys do the sewing? These are my own patterns, so I can't share them with you guys. Maybe one day, if you promise not to go and resell patterns. Glasses, fix. There we go. I'm gonna worry about this one later. Clean the workspace. Clean the workspace. There we go. Push. I have my desk. Keeping secrets. Yes, also it's janky, made on notebook paper. I'm interested. Oh, I don't do crafts. There you go. There's my answer. I was answering the question I was about to ask. You're ahead of the Game Boy puzzle. And I'm just gonna do a whip stitch. I could do back stitch and make this look all nice and like it was sewn by machine, but I like whip stitch a lot better. And I've already messed up my thread. There we go. I don't do crafts, but I make a dark mode Raiju PNG tuber model. That's so cool. Nano, why are your emotes looking left? I don't know. Oh, they should be looking right. This ruins the idea you had. I'm sorry. But, you know, I wanted to have them uniform and most point one way, not the other. Let's get that little eyelash out of there. I don't know how that eyelash got there. My eyes are all the way over. Let me move a little bit. For those of you who are watching this without looking at chat, good for you. Yeah, see, I fortuned it. I planned ahead. Tassels look left. Most of them look left. Huh. I think you mean right. The two that you have posted go right, whereas mine goes left. Huh. I did not realize that. Could it be... No, I'm right. I draw with my right hand. Oh, there goes stabbing my glove. Okay. I'm not alone. There are the mass of other ones. Hold on. My hair is falling out. Okay. That's just... If it's falling out, just take it out. It's better than leaving like a half ponytail trying and it's bugging you the whole time. I'll just deal with my hair down. I guess some... Mid. I guess, that would be interesting. Again, my scientific side going, that would be interesting to see why. Is there a certain reason why some face left and right? Is it artist? Is it hands? Fine enough. You know, he lurks sometimes. Don't cause trouble. Anyone could be lurking. Anyone could be out there watching. I have many sprouts, and their eyes are everywhere. I'm gonna tear a hole in these gloves trying to sew. It's much better than the fleece-lined cloth gardening gloves I had before. Oh, those were a pain. One size does not fit all. Sometimes your hands are simply too small. Your little kawaii emojis. Is that trying to cover my ears? I don't think so. I think I miss trying to squint. I'm glad you guys seem to be having fun. That's good. I'm gonna try to keep stream up for the whole 2 hours. Let's see how far we get. It will be interesting. I will have to get up and grab my stuffing if we get to that stage. I've never stuffed an animal on stream. Usually we don't get that far, and then something breaks. It was supposed to be Bunny. And he can spawn mana. That's so. Oh, I see. It just didn't put it on a separate line. But I thank you. I thank the bunny. If I was not a plant, I would be a bunny. A lopier. I gotta find where you guys are getting those little flapping angeling emotes. They're very, very cute. I would have so much fun. Let me arrow over my eyes are too bad. I do have my mana plushie. I do have a plush of myself of which I have made. I'm now curious if I started selling those. Would you guys buy more of the full with hair and everything? Or bald? No flower? No extra stuffing? No hair, no braids? Just bald. Would that sell better? From Bruce. You can make your own better TTV? Oh, you can make your own with. I was confused. I could. However, I have artist. I guess it would be artist hubris. I like making my art rather. I've never commissioned art. I was gonna I'll just put a bunch of things to draw. Or I'll draw when I figure out how to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the needle. Then you push it all to the bottom and you pull the needle through. And then you push. These gloves don't let me push it with my fingernails. So I will push it with the needle down as far as I can, and that makes the little knot so you don't have to try to do like the loopy-loops. However, I now have to try to do the loopy-loops with gloves. So you're just stubborn. Bald, strong-headed. Yes. I have the bad mentality of, you want to spend money? Or you could just give up your precious, valuable, worthless time. And you could do it yourself. You could spend $30 on that stuffed animal, or you could spend 4 hours patterning it, another 3 hours cutting out the fabric, and you see how it kind of goes. You can buy it for 30 bucks, or you can spend over a week working on this thing. And my brain always goes, well, you know, it is $30. You want to save that. If I can... I'm just pulling the rougher on the gloves. Oh, okay, we're almost there. Just one more loop-de-loop. I can't see what I'm doing. It's so far away. Oh, that's just gonna have to be good enough. I'm getting some tea real quick. There it goes. That's a drinkable temperature. And I am using the same tea as last stream. The Duchess Grey I had gotten. That kind of tastes like one of those heated those lavender heated neck pillows. It tastes a lot better cold. So if I make the tea and then just let it go cold, it tastes a lot better. And I brewed it with the same leaf, so it's not as strong as before, and it's also a lot better. So I may have just steeped it wrong. Yeah, that not go well. That's not how you sew this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to take that out. It's been a while, it's been a while. I've gotta remember how to do this. Because it's not like this. Oh, I see. Well, let me go get my seam ripper. Where are you? Nope. Are you? Ah, that's my headphone cord under my chair. Oh, there we go. Aha! I have found you. You can't run away from me. And now we got to roll. I don't even want to think about how long I've worked on Twitch stuff. Yeah, I don't even stream is the worst part. Oh, but you'll be so prepared once you start streaming. Or streaming again, rather. And here comes the unfun part, because I don't write instructions for my patterns. I'm just like, oh, you know. Hands to, I can't pat the chat. Hands to pat the chat. Hands to make heart hands. Hands for finger guns. The possibilities are endless. You can't wait. Clap, clap, clap. Okay, this is where I've got to bring this close to my face. There we go, there's one. I use pink thread with the pink cloth, so it blends in however it blends in. Double-edged sword when you get it wrong, huh? Okay. Because how this one goes is they're kind of... I matched this pattern up together when they're supposed to be the opposite, so they kind of fill in the blank spaces in the white, if that makes sense with the color. I have a few of these cut out. I need to start making these again. And if not, I have my backup, which is just a D20, which is just a bunch of triangles I can't get wrong. And I just gotta pull, and I can kind of see the thread here, and then just stab it. Just stab and cut. This gets very tedious when you're making costumes, and all you need is one, to do the sleeves wrong once, and then you spend 2 hours just doing this. How incredibly boring, huh? So always think about what you're doing, always pin and try it first. And I didn't pin and try it first, and that's why I'm doing this. We learn. We're gonna have to wait. Depressing. Depending on work, Zor. I know. Disappearing, possibly. I have at least 7 months in September. Yeah. You're lucky. Oh. I'm sorry about hear about that. Gotta get Damani. Yeah, Damani. Okay. This is... Let's see, this is definitely the right side for this one. And, okay. So it would go... I think I cut these both out incorrectly. That's embarrassing, because they're supposed to go like that. So I must have just gotten the reverse made up. That's okay. That's how it goes. See? We got there. Stab. Because too many pins at once. Pull all this thread out. Just toss it off screen. It's off screen. You don't have to care. What's the art gonna be? So, yeah, it's gonna be this button pink. This is supposed to be 2%. I gotta squish it so it doesn't ruin the capture. But it's a little milk carton with a cute little kawaii face. Oh, saying kawaii out loud is always a little embarrassing. But that is the art style. That's technically what the art style is called. Grab pin. I have it right here for reference, so hey, this is the final product. This is what you gotta do. You didn't write instructions, you just keep the final product. My hubris. Oh, how it hurts. Baka. Hey. 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 Don't be mean. Please. Please don't be mean. Okay. And I have to redo the knot. Because this is not a big enough knot to catch the fabric. Oh my god, these gloves! Oh, this is pain. I can't feel what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing. It's all just latex gloves. Okay. Okay. We got it this time. This time for sure. Super cute and kawaii. I made let me see. Let me get off topic. Let me just oh, hey, capture, we're super far away. Until I turn. Nope, it does not look like that bag of stuffed animals has it in it. But I do have corresponding color of, come on, carpet, let the chair. I do have a corresponding cow color to go with it, so imagine a bean. Imagine a flappity bean. Of a little plush, and imagine that bean as a cow, and it's a pink one with white spots for strawberry milk. And of course the blue one I showed you a little bit ago is the 2%, and that's just a normal cow. Then we have a brown cow with I think black spots for the chocolate milk, and a yellow one with white spot? No, it's white with yellow spots for the cream or the banana milk, depending on your region. I won't be so mean anymore just because you're so cute. Thank you. Please be nice. The flower is fragile. The challenge, take away all your senses and see what happens. Honestly, I am very blinded. Oh, for sure. That's a bad place to start off with, but your wiggles I will get wiggle for sure. But I am rather blind without my glasses. To the degree of Velma from Scooby-Doo, I don't look around going, where is my glasses? But it is kind of the similar, like you can't see anything. My glasses could be right in front of me, and if I don't have the right lighting to notice, oh hey, that's something shiny, then I will have no idea where they are. And I have, that is sight, but I've had touch, so I can't say I've sewn basically blind, but I had sense of touch, which is mostly what I use when I sew. Just cause like your hands are all up there and you can't always see. You guys get a bird's eye view of this, so you guys have about as good a view as I do about what's happening, just from a different angle. But it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing half the time. From your view, it looks. That's just kind of, you have to feel where the needle is, where the last thread was, and kind of figure it out that way usually. Jinkies! Ruh-roh, Raggy! I'm lucky to have contacts work for me. I've never tried contact. Oh, I've tried contacts once, and my brain could not handle it. It has the vision of a T-Rex! No. Maybe. No. Just the glasses. I'm gonna get some tea. Ow, that hurts. The new experiment I am participating in requires me to talk and more so scream and yell for a good chunk of my day, so my throat is in quite a terrible shape. Thus all the calm streams lately. Let's try to me trying to give my throat an easy time, because I don't want to stop streaming. But I do need to kind of take it easy. And the vocals of a pterodactyl! Vocals of pterodactyl. Holy smokes, that was a powerful squeak. Stay still, chat, she won't see us. No, 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 no. Hey. Hey. Everyone picking on me. I mean, it has been, I think, 2 years since I got my eyes checked, which is an extremely long time for me. I usually have to get new glasses every year or two. I'm older, so it's 2 years now. No holes yet, besides pricking my thumbs quite terribly. You lasered your eyes. You see, my issue with correcting things, see good now. My issue with contacts and LASIK is I've always had glasses since I was like 3. So I've never really seen my face without glasses. That being said, I needed glasses before I was 3, but you can't really have a baby say goo goo gaga. Everything is blurry as all get out. So I've just never seen it. It's like, hey, what if someone stole your nose? What if someone actually stole your nose off your face? Would you still look like you? So I'm very, well, I don't want to get rid of my glasses. I like them. They're a pain. They're expensive. My glasses are like $800 because I'm blind and I need those special eyes. But yeah, I don't know. They're just kind of like a part of my face. So I don't want to get rid of them. And contacts. Contacts are... I tried them once. I was like, oh, you know, I'll try contacts for cosplay or something. I'll get normal ones and then I'll get color ones. Imagine, like, seeing double the field of vision you have currently. Glasses, you see most of it, but your vision, like your peripheral vision, doubles when you have contacts. And it blew my mind, and my brain did not know how to process it because it never had to. And it was wild. It was too much sensory overload for my poor little brain. I got used-ish to it, but also they felt like needles in my eyes. So I could do about 6 hours, and then I never tried contacts again after that day. She'll sing Let It Go, so she can use us to cover our ears so we don't get songs stuck in your heads again. Your ex had some thick glasses. Man of the Sharingan. I wish. What do you see with those Sharingan eyes? My brand! There we go. See? I just had it flipped around, and that's why the puzzle pieces weren't going together. Let's get rid of that little bothersome hair. This is kind of old fabric, I guess. It's been cut out for a while. Fabric doesn't go bad like food, but you can kind of tell, especially with fleece, which is what I'm using. Felt very scratchy and unpleasant. Fleece is very soft, and what you think of like pillows and stuffed animals to usually be made out of. So that's what I like using, and it doesn't fray either, so it kind of stays, but it does get kind of... It's hard to see texture on here, but it gets less perfectly smooth. It kind of has a little bit of a bubbling to it, almost, when it gets old. Like, you know, an old stuffed animal, when they kind of start to change in texture. That's the same concept. Well, I need pink string. Who did you cosplay to, guy? Let's see. I did Xion from Kingdom Hearts with the Oathkeeper Keyblade I had made. I don't think it survived. It was way back and pretty bad. Then I did Chell from Portal 1. I was pretty proud of that, but jumpsuits are not for me. Don't raise your arms when you're wearing jumpsuits. It is a full body wedgie. I don't want to play. I don't want to wear it again. Then I did 2B from Nier Automata, and I had the whole self-destruct feature and everything. I thought it was pretty cool and innovative. And then I did Mako from Kill la Kill, her gangster outfit with the giant pauldrons and everything. And before the pandemic, I was gonna do Violet Evergarden. I have the dress if I can thread this needle. This is such a far distance. There we go. I'm good at threading needles because I've done it probably 1,000,000 times. I have done it blind before. But again, that's when I could feel what I'm doing. But I haven't finished Violet Evergarden yet. Her dress took me so many months to figure out how to do the big ruffles on the back. Mind you, I make the patterns for these. Sometimes I'll get lucky and find a base pattern, like Kill la Kill Mako wears a sailor uniform. So I could find one for that, but I had to make the pattern for everything else. I even made the wooden shoes by myself. They're so loud. Scratchy and unpleasant. Oh god, boy, it was so loud like that. Wait a second. Sounds like you might be rubbing Boy Puzzle the wrong way. Just saying. Scales be like that. I haven't pet a snake. I don't think they would have that kind of like one way it's smooth scales, the other way it's kind of like ugh, sandpapery kind of thing. Like, oh no, I'm hurting this animal and this feels bad. Nope. Sorry, I'm evolutionally designed to survive. That pun was not made in your disfavor. Disfavor? That's not a word. It was not meant against you, it was meant for you. I was gonna say I made you maybe pushing his buttons. But didn't metaphor speak. I'm just explaining the joke. They're making it unfunny, therefore making it an anti-joke. I'm getting some tea. Big ol' sippy. Was not meant at your expense. Thank you, thank you. Those are the words of which I was trying to formulate. My brain is rather frazzled. I pulled a 14-hour work week, or not work week, I wish, work day yesterday, and today I've done 9 hours, and I have another 4 or 5 to go. So my brain is quite fried, and it will stay fried like an egg. I'm doing better today, but just wait. Just wait. My brain will be microwaved by the end of this. I get brain trut too, you get it? Doesn't sound much like a compliment. I'm thoroughly enjoying my last week before work. I'm glad. Take all the rest time you can. Step. Before starting a new experiment, you guys. You always gotta get a good break in. Because it is hectic. Don't follow my example where I ended one experiment and the very next day I was on to the next. Always take time to relax. I'm desperately searching for time to relax. And this is kind of my mandated half break. It's just to kind of hang out with you, Sprouts. Because I do enjoy hanging out with you guys, and it takes time to sew. I don't know. I find it nice. Perhaps one day I can try to find some, what is it? Legend of Zelda Rain/Thunderstorm lo-fi hip-hop. That is some good relaxation hip-hop too. This one's just kind of chill but upbeat. Chill but still some energy in the tank. Sometimes I can be scratchy and unpleasant, sometimes soft and fun to be around. Just don't talk to me for 2 hours after I wake up without a coffee. Love. I noted. Oh. I don't have anything to wake me up. I don't have coffee in the mornings. As long as I've gotten some good sleep, I am great. My alarm went off. I am awake. I can go start my day now. If I am exhausted, it's the groggy zombie. Zombie, no intellectual conversation until everything kind of gets online. Where is it? Nope. Nope. That's too far. There we go. You want to have your stitches close enough together that when you pull it apart, you don't see any gaps. So here, if I pull it apart, you don't see any gaps forming. Wait. Focus? No, the light is too bright. Yes, the light is too bright. I got minimal sleep last night. Not sure how I'm up. Oh. I'm sorry. Yeah. Good naps are good. So sometimes you're just I'm awake because my brain has said I need to not sleep. A boy puzzle has given you a quest. Sleep. It looks as though you have accepted. Step. We're almost to the end of this. Luckily with these with the milk cartons, it only has a few pieces. It's not one of my bigger ones. I've had stuffed animals that are up to 100 pieces. I'm looking at you, Mini Man plushie. I do have a commission I'm just about to finish up. I just have to paint some dots on the forehead. I could show you guys. If you guys promise to keep it a secret, itch my nose, I'll show it to you, okay? It's right over there on my little sewing desk. I tried to nap and was quickly bothered. Oh wait, you know Bruce. You spotted someone else. Who knows Bruce? I do not quite know Bruce, but I may find out. Didn't know he went to streaming. Okay, so he's an older content creator from another platform. Bruce is good people. Understood. If I ever encounter this Bruce, I would say, hey, I've been told you are good people. My chat is good people, therefore, they must be good people too. There's my brain, slowly being baked in the microwave, huh? No intellectual conversation here, just yes. He's been on Twitch longer than I have. Okay. And then we move on. What I'm doing is if I can. Focus. Focus. Okay, you're not gonna do it because it's too close to the overhead light. The overhand light. There's an overhead and an overhead. There's so much illumination in this room. And yet there's still so much shadow. But I wrap it around, I guess this will work. I wrap it around the needle, and then I push it all down, so when I pull it through, it knots itself without having to make me do what I'm about to do with the string again. But attached to something. He was on Funhouse and Rooster Teeth. I've heard of Funhouse before. I thought they might have done video game content if I pull my gloves back a little bit. I actually watched the rise and fall of Rooster Teeth. It was pretty sad to see. I didn't realize that they had gone. There we go. There we go. This takes so much concentration. By the way, would Evil Mana be limited to just gameplay streams? What other kind of streams would there be? I don't have enough interesting things to do a just chatting stream, I feel. We're doing a hand cam stream today. So I guess that's not a gameplay stream. Let's not let that needle get unthread. Or would she angrily make the plushie? There's still, Rooster Teeth is still limping along. Okay. Let's put these two together, because they're the same piece. And then we grab this one, and then we grab this one. And we do something very similar. Where we match them up. Here we go. Match them up, and we sew them together like that. Move that aside, because we're gonna have to put the smile on him. That's gonna be a time and a half getting that, because these strings are very thin, very kind of hard to see. This other string, by comparison, if I put it over my glove, wrap around the pinky so you guys can kind of see the difference in thickness. If you can't, one's like 4 times the thickness of the other, and I only have one size sewing needle. So we have to make it work. Man, a cooking stream? I could do a baking stream, but I don't. While my headphone cord is long, it is not that long to reach all the way to the cantina to make cookies. That would take, I would have to disassemble my entire computer and move it to a different part of the facility, which would be kind of hard to do. Maybe one day. My streaming room does get hot enough, but it does feel like an oven. Speaking of which, oh, can't lean forward too much. My fish are okay for the moment. I'm not okay because I'm wearing a sweater. A sweater and a long shirt under this, just in case the sleeves ride up. Cause I'm nervous. Could you tell me this Kirby villain? Can you? You could tell me this is a Kirby villain and I'd believe you. You guys are getting me into show and tell mode, but I'm like, oh, give me 5 minutes, I'll collect all of them. However, not all of them will fit in this space. I made a Kirby plush. He's the size of a small child. I think he's like 2 feet, maybe, yeah, 2 feet tall. A big old boy. He takes up his own seat. When transporting him places, I have to buckle him into a seatbelt. Buy an easy bake oven. Unfortunately, my recipes do include eggs, and you need to have them above light bulb temperature to cook them. The last time I sewed was a patch on my work shirt to fix a hole. Yeah, that counts. Mina's afraid if she sees her wrist will know all her secrets. I just know how you chat are. I turned on hand cam for the first time. I went and I showed you how big the gloves are on me, and you guys went bananas. So, no more. Besides, a VTuber's wrist is what, like the 18th century equivalent to a woman's ankle? I know better. I gotta stay covered up. Oh, music is still. Can you guys hear the lo-fi music in the background? It gets quiet sometimes, and then it gets really loud in others, so I've tried to find a happy medium, but if need be, I can always turn it up. Kirby is only 8 inches tall, apparently. That's a rather good size. He is smaller than this thing is tall. He's like this big. He's a tiny lad. You made a Mega Kirby? He gets one of Mario's. What? I don't know. Are those in Smash Bros? I don't. I've never owned Smash Bros. The little one-up, not the one-up. The Grow Mushroom from Mario. If you guys know the Mega, yeah, the Mega Mushroom. That's it. We got there. I just fed Kirby one of those, and now he is big. 8 8" is rather a good size. Message received. I Dynamaxed Kirby! I did. Uh-oh. Did I sew this? I'm a little ahead of the game. This is what I get. I don't even know where the pattern for this is. I just know it's somewhere in my gallons of patterns I have made. I try to make everything in 4 colors, and I keep a copy of each if I can. So I just have a bunch just sitting in a closet. Or under places. I have far too many. I wish I could sell them, but no one likes them. No one likes them enough to buy them just yet. Perhaps one day I'll use my internet fame and like a P.O. box that I can be like, hey, San Francisco, I'm gonna buy a P.O. box here so I can send things out. And they're like, cool, just give us the money. You can use the shipping label so it's from here. You play Pokemon? I play Pokemon. My first Pokemon game was Generation 3 on the Game Boy Advance SP. I still have it. I got Ruby and I have Emerald somewhere. I never played Emerald because I was so invested in Ruby. I've made DS from when I played Diamond and Pearl. And then Soul Silver, I didn't get Heart Gold because you only need 1 copy. Then I didn't get a 3DS. No, I got Black and White, but I didn't get Black and White 2. And then the 3DS happened, and I didn't get one of those. Do you play Pokemon Go every day? No. I haven't played it in a few years. It's still there, because I'm like, oh, what if I uninstall it? What if I lose all of my Pokemon? What if they're forever trapped in the depths of the machine? YouTube, what did you do? Okay, you're still playing. You're just super, super quiet. I can't even hear you, and this is all loudly blaring in my ears. There it goes. It was a reference to an old theme song. They popped up in, they popped up on my streamer vision. Rather separated. So I took them as, I took them as 2 other things because I don't remember the meme song. Let me get another sip of tea. There we go. We're halfway through.
It's so cute. Why is it so cute?
Why is it so cute? I don't know. Well, I mean, it does have. I mean, it does have plushies, like as though you are the camera in front of me. Look, chat. Why is it upside down? Oh yeah. You guys have a top-down view. If I stood up, I'd have your view. And I keep thinking you guys are across the desk from me, even though the desk is just a computer monitor and wall. Yep, I deserve the bald man. And then smooth brain, and smooth brain man. The flat back man ghost. Oh, that is. No, yeah, you're right. Huh. I never put 2 and 2 together. We're almost done with this one. And then hopefully we only have 1 more set of loops. And then hopefully we can do something else. I keep stabbing my thumb in these gloves because I can't feel it until I hear the little of the gloves popping back from me moving the needle. I don't know. Sewing is. Oh! I was about to say it's easy, and then that happens. Sewing's fairly easy. It just takes some time to master. So you can figure out how to put a needle to thread. It's not hard. It just takes a minute. And then you just figure out, oh, I know how to do this one stitch. Great, go sew the world. But things like making your own stuffed animal patterns took me, I want to say 3 years to master, and then you get a new pattern like my anime people kind of pattern, and then you have to relearn everything. Sewing is deadly. Only extreme people sew. All right, guys, high action sewing time. Are you ready? Okay. Oh my god, a stitch! Did you see that? Instant replay. Hold on. Can you believe it? I'd love to see one of the high energy VTubers reacting to my streams or something similar, where they're just like very chill, but they have to keep their upbeat and way too energetic personalities. Be careful not to distract her. Yeah, don't you know? Any slip up, and suddenly I can. Oh no, it's stuck to my thumb! It's just the glove. I did it for the bit. Now there actually are 2 holes in my glove. I'm terrible at sewing, yet I do it every couple months. Yeah, that's all it takes. I started out sewing with leftover string that wasn't on nice big spools like this. It was just kind of bumbled, like this up here. This is nicely wound extra string. Because sometimes I cut too much off the spool, but I know it's a big enough piece I can use it later. It's like the string library. But I started off with, you know, scraps, thread that didn't match the color fabric I was working with. This is frayed. Excuse me, let me hop. There we go. And if I can, please, please. I'm just gonna have to bring it closer. There we go. You guys kind of saw the shadow. But I started off with, you know, used bits, mishmash equipment, and I had old t-shirts that were slated to be thrown away. I had grabbed and thrown into my little sewing pile. And I had paper towels. And I'd go, oh, I want to make, I don't know, an Akami cat dog thing at the time. So I found a big extra button that was just kind of in the to be thrown away box. And I got some t-shirts and I was like, oh, it kind of looks like this. And I cut it out and I sewed it together terribly. It looked so bad, and then I colored over it with Sharpie marker for the face. Instead of on here where it's actually pieces of fabric sewn on. It's still somewhere. It's still somewhere in one of the storage facilities. Just not at my facility. But I mean, we all start somewhere. I just liked making things. And eventually I got good at making things. And that took me years because I was just kind of, I was a sapling figuring it out by myself. And all it took was, you know, interest, and I took one. Honestly, the sewing class sucked. I didn't learn much of anything. The one thing I did learn was we had 3 classes on how to do different stitches. And that is like the most, have someone teach you how to do different stitches really well, and it opens your world so much more. You've never made anything, but you would repair things. I mean, that kind of counts. Everyone has different, I guess, I'm very hesitant to use the word passions. I don't know, I feel like it's too strong of a word, but people have things that they like to do. And making things is my thing I like to do. I make art, I make stuffed animals, I make clothes. If I can, I cannot. Let me just bring this all the way to my face. Yes, I know my hands are in front of the capture. You'll just have to wait. VC face, or no, it's V up. Today is V up because I can do this. Also sewed some badges for Boy Scout badges. Your dad tipped you sewing his pocket once? Oh, that's nice. A lot of people I know are just like, hey, can you do that? Can you sew this for me? For free. And I'm nice or a wimp, it's up to you. And I'm like, okay. I'll go fix this for free. Now we got one more, but this guy needs a smile. I'm just gonna have to do this up here. Not a foot from my face. There we go. The problem is with this one is it likes to fray a lot. So once it starts fraying, that's 4 strings I need to corral, and it's much harder to do than perhaps the smaller string. I made a wooden shield with a stained dragon face for school project. That sounds awesome. It was possibly the best thing I made in carpentry class. Sewed a pouch as a child and my dad used it as a wallet. Aww. That's cute. Did I just... No, that's not... That's a brown string, not the thick black string. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to figure out where I want little smiley face to be, because smiley faces are only 3 lines. 1 down this way, 1 across, 1 back up. I always plan it out with pins, so I know kind of where to put the needle to make it look good. And in my brain, I kind of play connect the dots. And this one is... okay. It's not the best angle for you guys. There we go. Kinda, maybe. Let me see. Not quite. I might just have to eyeball this. I can't be fancy with it. Yeah. That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta give it your best shot. Now you just repair? That's kinda neat though. Carpentry class. I did take, when they were educating us, there was a shop class I took because I was an overachiever and I didn't have to retake anything ever, and I was in the advanced classes, so I had even more free slots. I didn't have the mandatory study hall for the other kids. So I took random things, and it wasn't a carpentry class, it was a shop class. They did agriculture, they did carpentry for a while, we did welding. That was fun. What else did they do? I feel like horticulture, I guess, too. Horticulture and agriculture were different. Agriculture includes things like, I want it to be there. Includes things like how cows are, how rotations are with crops, whereas horticulture is more like a greenhouse, like you guys. Which is kind of important, you know, given that I am a flower. Unfortunately, they offered a crafts class, and I couldn't say no, so I had to drop it instead of going to horticulture class. So I may not be the best at the whole flowering anatomy thing. I know how to take care of me, but I'm not bad with plants. It's just not scientific with plants. It kind of looks like it. Since this is the back, I'm just gonna hide it here. You can kind of see, especially with the black string, where the eyes are and where I'd sewn them. We sprouts live in a house that we loved outdoors. I mean, some sprouts can be in the garden outside, but you can also be inside in the greenhouse. It depends on the weather. It's a little too hot for some of you sprouts. Some of you guys can chill out in the greenhouse. This one is much thicker, so I don't have to do quite as many O's as before, but what I do have to be careful of is getting the knot pulled in a weird way so the smile scrunches up. It has to be loose enough where it can keep its shape, but tight enough where it won't undo its shape, if that makes sense. And a snip. And this is long enough for another smile. They don't take a lot, and that's some very expensive string. Learn about Norman Bullock? I have not. And if I have forgotten. Where do naughty sprouts go? Now, I would call naughty sprouts weeds. And weeds don't belong in the garden. And luckily, we haven't had many weeds. AKA, I haven't had to block anyone for a while. I did have one weed in my garden, and I didn't know how to handle it, so this is before I came back, so I wanted to, we're doing good so far. And weeds can turn into sprouts too. Weeds can flower if they kinda work on it. You crossbred grain to help feed millions of people? That's cool. We were taught more about like the giant conglomerations that have copywritten genetic seeds. And let's say, oh, you know, flowers and crops pollinate, and they can cross-pollinate with, you know, breeze and stuff. If you're growing wheat and the guy next to you with the corporate wheat breed together, they'll just be like farm cops coming to your farm, sneaking on there, stealing a few grains of your new seeds that you had grown, and they say, "Oh, hey, you have some of our corporate wheat in there. We gotta take all this from you. We're not gonna pay you for it because it's theft. In fact, we're gonna sue you for having somewhat genetically similar wheat. I didn't buy it from you. Yes, but now you must." It's just really bad. It's really bad and silly, but unfortunately, that is simply how the government works. Government and your laws. She blocked her mod. I did not block Andras. He's fine. He's just lost interest in becoming a VTuber. So he's kind of off Twitch for a while. He might come back. He might come mod again, but he's kind of checked out for a little while. Mans was a menace. I did have a talk with him. I did talk to you. You can't go timing out people simply because they're being a little mean. He was new to Twitch and didn't understand how bullying the streamer worked. There we go. So hopefully if he does come back, it'll be more like, I understand now. When they call you Salad Lady or Cactus Lady, even though you don't like it, I shouldn't block them. I shouldn't time them out. Then it's just a learning experience. Heard of that? I liked him. He blocked Play Puzzle enough. Oh, Ellie, no! Censorbot does that enough. Censorbot is already on everyone's case all the time. I forget, there was another word that was blocked yesterday that made no sense. I don't think it was sissy. I don't think it was menace. I know if now I'm curious of what it was. I have forgotten. But I have learned Censorbot-kun does learn. So if I say, hey, I don't like mana, is an okay thing to say after enough times of me saying, hey dude, it's okay. Eventually he will learn, okay, so it is okay. Jump. Okay. Mom might. My dearest Sprout, this isn't your phone. You shouldn't be texting your mama here. I don't think she'll answer you unless she's also in chat, which would be a tad strange. I've faced enough adversity without rampaging mod. Egghead? No, Eggpeg. Right, Egghead was the one that was censored yesterday. I'm glad that it wasn't censored today. I guess that was a low priority. I've been auto-modded for a French curse word once on stream. I don't remember what it was though. Perhaps the mods were French and they knew your sins. Yes, chump is, 'twas the censored word. Sensor word of the day. You didn't put the space in it yesterday. But they have like Dr. Eggman. He is an Eggman. Would Egghead... What? I'm still not entirely sure what Egghead would be. Someone broke it down to me why simp is... why simp is a banned word, and now I understand. But chump? I don't know, I guess it's more like, hey, you dummy, you chump. That sort of thing. It's considered like not nice things to say. Egghead. They'd be like, oh, he's an egghead. Oh, he's very smart and nerdy. I don't see how it could be unless it's something I'm not understanding. That's why I'm letting things like that through. I'm sure my mom would like you. Mayhap. I don't know who. Unfortunately, I don't get stream analytics. I do get like breakdown of countries, which is really, really cool. But I don't get breakdowns of like, yes, 73% of your audience is male. 73% of your audience is between the ages of 18 to 28. I don't get breakdowns like that, and that'd be super cool. Because then I know if I have little baby saplings watching me or not. She in the chat like, Zor? What are you doing here? I thought you were doing your homework. How are those pizza rolls I made you? I should do that. That is a very dangerous thing for me to hypothesize about. That's the what you call. Oh, well. It would depend if she knows your username or not. That or if you're calling out specific situations. Like, oh hey. Can't believe we had jambalaya for dinner. It's like, wait, we had jambalaya for dinner. 69% of your audience is degenerates. I'm aware. Homework, how old do you think I am? I don't know. I'm not sure. I was just like, oh, what do things moms say? If the Mandrake genetic mother was here, how would she react? I don't know. I'm not the one to be asking what are moms. Oh yeah, Zorlander's mom calls him by his Twitch name. I don't know, maybe your parents like know your screen name. Like, oh hey, I want to go to Disney.com. I want to have my username be CoolDude57. And then you're like, oh, okay, sweetheart, I'll log you in. And you're like, oh, cool, I'm CoolDude57 on Xbox, and on MMOs, and on Twitch. So it's all the same username. Then your mom turns to you and goes, oh, that's the name he used at Disney.com for his login. Is that my boy? I really need to stop with this theoretical mom talk. Oh. Make sure my family overcalls by my gamer tag. Will Zorp gotta do his homework. I just ate some biscuits and gravy. Oh, cool. I hope the gravy had sausage bits in it. That's always the best gravy for biscuits and gravy. It's always when it has kind of like extra stuff. It's not just thin gravy. You gotta have it thick, like cement. Is Zorlander lore? Zorlander is your first D&D name? Oh, okay. Druden Triton. That's so cool. Let me get this next stitch in here. Sasha's bits and bacon bits. Very, very good. Okay, I did not sew my finger. Fun fact, on the sides of your fingers where your fingernail and your finger kind of slide up against each other, you can develop calluses just by, having hands. And if you're sewing, particularly on your thumbs, because those are usually the thicker fingernails, it develops calluses. And when you're sewing, if you are too close to your thumb, you can put your needle through through that calluses and sew your hand to something literally and not realize it until you try to move your hand. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't cause damage, because it's calluses. In a way. I'm just a gung-ho guy. If I can stab and stab again. Let me get a sip of tea. And I need another butter sip. There's my brain in the microwave. You can hear it humming. Life lessons with Flower Lady. Now you guys were asking if I'll do something besides gameplay streams, and we do have art streams we do. If I ever get desperate enough, we can do a subathon or something. And it's just Mana acts like your mom. Oh hey, are you okay? Do you need snacks? I'll bring you cookies. Here, I'll be back. And then I leave stream for 5 minutes and come back with a plate of cookies and eat them in front of you. Have you ever seen Trigun? I haven't. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, it has a blonde guy with an iconic red jacket. And it's getting a new anime soon. They're kind of redoing it. I might be thinking of the incorrect anime, but I'm fairly sure it's familiar. Art streams, model design streams, sewing streams. Yep, I do those. Hopefully we can get back to maybe doing some model streams. I need to practice more. I'm getting behind in my game. They're releasing so many new features for Vroid, and it blows my, I'm at a loss for words with all the stuff they've added in the past few months. Like before, it's like, oh hey, this is unstable and glitchy as all could be. Oh hey, we made it cool and designed so it doesn't crash and corrupt your files. And now they're just like, hey guys, here, quick, here's glasses, here's boots. Like there's so much extra to learn. And I need to get on that. Boots have been out for a month or two, and I haven't done anything with them. We'd ruin your reputation. It'd be fun for sure, but you're not doing yourself favors by acting like Chat's mom. Yeah, that's why it's a desperate situation only. I don't know about the new one, but yes, that anime. Okay, yes, they are doing a new one. I saw they've been doing a lot of redos or continuations of old anime, and I'm loving it. You don't like it when I say your big sis vibes? Could you really survive acting like a mother? No. It's the cartoon parody. Mandrakes. We have a plot supervisor, but she's more of a, hey, make sure you're doing this. Hey, you're not meeting your nutrition quota. You need to go back to your sun lamp. Oh, hey, you did improperly on these exams. We would like to sell you out for another study. You know, very kind of clinical. I see cartoon moms, and I'm just like, yes, that is what, that's his parent. Yes, that's his mom. Yes, she gets you cookies and calls your friends and teases you lightly while pinching you on the cheek. I can act like cartoon mom. And just destroy everything I've built. Desperate mom stream. Hey guys, I'm not making, I don't know. What? Hey guys, emergency commissions. I just act like your mom for 5 minutes. $100, please. The gung-ho guns are the villains in Trigun. Okay. So twas indeed typed correctly. I just read it incorrectly, thinking it was a typo. You really challenge yourself. Evil man of mother son. Hey, look, there's my foot, and I am sticking it very thoroughly inside my mouth. putting my foot in the mouth like nothing else. I say things, a stream of consciousness with my microwaved fried egg of a brain, and just I'm gonna come to regret these things, these air vibrations that are coming out of my mouth, going into my microphone, being transmitted into electrical impulses that are then wirelessly transferred into your headphones, which then move the little speakers back and forth, replicating the sounds of my voice. Go down to the basement while you're playing D&D and ask if you guys need anything. She's trying different things, seeing what works, what feels more comfortable with. Yeah. I don't know. All it would take is one chatter calling me mother, and I would be okay. We're never doing this stream again. Nope. Cannot take it. So there is too much pink, but we will use it later. So I wrap it around my fingers, pop it off so it's a circle. Blop. It just kind of sits there until needed. Let me see. Where's our triangles? Okay, these are. I only need 2 of you. One's the bottom. These 2 are the top. So these should be equilateral triangles, correct? Yes. So it doesn't matter which side. There's a lot of information that we can just come at us salad lady. Am I high? No, I'm exhausted. Mom, where's the meatloaf? Mom, where's the Mom, the meatloaf? I have a vague understanding of what you're talking about. I understand, but the words, I understand the tone and the context, but the words themselves escape me. Ow, ow, I don't know what that did to my tooth. Oh, that hurt. Okay, that was fine. I had not understood of what I have done incorrectly with my teeth. You have a soundbite, of course you do, Puzzle. Mana has a slight sense of anime movies and pop culture. I know nothing of this anime. What are these cartoon characters on the screen? We have B50 now, sorry. But going back to actually anime, Overlord got a new season after so many years. What is it? Shadow's House? That is my lap. Shadow's House got a season 2. I'm very excited about that. What else came back? Devil's a Part-Timer came back, and it sounds as I remember it, which is very good. Made in Abyss is getting another season soon! I love Made in Abyss. I'm waiting for, what, the 11th volume now? I can't see, my shelf things are in the way. But I'm waiting for that. I'm so excited. I need to watch the movie. I started reading ahead. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what happens, but I need to see it animated. I haven't seen the full list of things that are coming out this anime season, and like the oldies but goodies coming back. But
It's so
I'm
cute.
excited.
Why is it so cute?
It's cute because it's excited. It's a weeb. Not entirely a weeb, but I like the anime. The anime that I was like, oh, this is a new series. Look at this. They're all coming back, and it's very nostalgic, and it's amazing that it's all happening kind of at once. There we go. That looks like enough string. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm fanning out too much. I need to, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Mana has seen some minimal things, and now I've learned how to edit them if needed. Oh yeah, it's been a minute. Wowee, I don't think Devil was gonna get another. It's pretty good? Yeah. Why, it's so cute. You waiting for on Mushoku Tensei? I haven't watched that one. The name is very familiar though. Did Gaunt do his season's anime predictions already? It did, I just haven't watched them yet. I'm in the same realm as AniTube, but I don't know, I don't know, the content's changed a little bit, so it's harder for me to sit down and do something while they're doing their AniTube stuff. That being AnimeTube. Like all the guys at Trash Taste. I remember when they started that, and they're like, oh yeah, let's go. I was like, oh, that's nice, I'll totally watch these, and I watched a few, and then I have not had time. I don't think podcasts are my thing. I thought you were an isekai gal? Oh, okay, so isekai started out as a woman's genre. A shoujo genre. So it'd be like, oh, a girl gets transported to another world while at the library, or after taking a long nap, or falling down a well, and she gets transported to another world, where she finds a magical boy, and they fall in love. The end. And as a teen tween, I was like, ah, this is exactly what's being marketed at me, and I love it, and I watched a lot. Things have changed since then. SIO kind of changed the whole isekai landscape, so it's more actually male-dominated than female-dominated. And shoujo, the female-oriented genre, has really had a decline lately. I'm sorry, I took a class about anime and the trends of it, and the history of it. I have so much facts and information. Ramen shows, I know. I missed the start. You talking about Inuyasha? I was talking about isekai in general. Inuyasha, yes, was one of them. I don't think Yona of the Dawn wasn't. I didn't watch a ton from that period. If women at any point travel back in time, it will not go well for them. Yep, yeah, that is true. But in fantasy, anything can happen. There have been some... We think of fantasy in the West as like swords and sorcery, and over in the East it's more supernatural, historical kind of thing, which is just kind of like, wait a second, there's no historical boys turning into swords. Like, that's not history. People can't turn into weaponry. But in fantasy they can, and it's always some sort of like historical context to it. I guess we do medieval. We do, oh yes, in medieval Europe, so it would be similar, just a different cultural thing. I heard girl fall down well, and I'm like, no wait, there's another one where it happens. No, but there are quite a few that are girl and girl's friend go into a library at school after school hours to do homework, and she picks up a book that just doesn't seem like it belongs in the school library. She opens the book and bam, another world. I think I've seen 3 where that happens, which I don't know if that's like a metaphor for the joy of reading. Have you heard of ya boy Kong Ming? I have heard of it. I've heard it is excellent and fun. A historical man comes to the modern age, becomes one of the boys, and helps a girl become a pop idol, I believe. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I haven't had a chance to watch too much. Yep, very famous strategist brought to the future to become a music manager. The concept hurts your soul. They are getting a lot more convoluted nowadays. I'm keeping an eye on my fish tank temperature because I am sweltering and it's getting up to the higher ranges. But I don't want to open my door and expose all of my sisters to my cringe streams. Wow, sounds like a page master. Because you read 3 Kingdoms. Oh, okay. fish. One day we will have a fish cam. Thros is kind of over streaming though. He's like, oh, you're here. Oh, I'll follow you back and forth and back and forth. Oh, you're on the computer doing art. I'm gonna sit here and watch you. My fish is like a dog. He's learned. He's learned when I open the drawer of the table that the fish tank sits on. He's like, I know what comes next. And he's in the exact spot where I feed my fish all the time. I Pavlov trained them. And, I don't know, it's kind of cute. He's kind of starting to get over them. He's starting to get over me. He's like, oh, yeah, I've seen you. I don't have to sit by you the entire day. I don't know, I've been tempted to be like, I'll look up pictures of the ocean or like big ponds and show it to him. Because I feel bad that he's kind of just stuck in a 20-gallon fish tank, which is way more space than he needs. He has it to himself plus 1 guppy. So I could add like another 6 fish in there and they'd all still have plenty of room. But even with all that empty space, I feel like I should like turn on the TV or entertain them somehow. The fish aren't wearing sweaters, they're good. Yeah, but they do have a heater in their tank. Because I need to keep the temperature stable. And they are reaching their upper... The thermos, it's reaching its uppers because the room is hot. It's hot for me, but now I have little baby fish to take care of. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't spam this earlier when you talking about Kirby. Very cute. I've never played a Kirby game, but I love the aesthetic of Kirby and how cute all the Kirby stuff is. I'm a fan by aesthetic. And that sounds a little terrible. If I can grab the sewing needle instead of my glove, that would be a fantastic. Kirby. Hi! I can't do it as well as usual when my throat is so down and out. Let me grab more tea. There we go. It is cold, but it's warm enough where it kind of helps. What about Jigglypuff? I know one of the scientists has decorated his office with Pokemon, and he has a Jigglypuff. But I don't have a what's it? Jigglypuff. I think that's how it sounds. I used to be very good at it. I used to be good at some Pokemon expressions, like. Nope. My throat is too much to do Togepi. I normally just sleep whenever one shows up. Yes. Very good. Oh, we're almost to the end of this. Almost. We've gotten quite far in our hour and a half. It's not quite as fast as me doing it on just kind of like, oh yeah, sewing time. Euro beats music. I can't. My mouth doesn't move fast enough to do the beats. I don't know. Eurobeats has that very kind of tune to it, it seems. Sewing at lightning speeds. Speed of light. Okay, and snip. Okay, there's those 3. And this is gonna be back of this guy. I already have the heart sewn on and the face decal sewn on. I just need to get the sides with the triangles, and then we can start sewing it together. We might get that far. Oh. Sounded like Tank to me. Perhaps. My throat is my throat is currently very much full of holes of which there should not be. Holes and scratches and the like, just because I'm not used to screaming and yelling and talking nonstop all day. Like my 6-hour endurance stream, that had my throat sore, but this is like beyond that because it's day in and day out now. But my throat will adjust. My throat was the same way when I started streaming, because I've been like, I wouldn't talk too much. And then I suddenly had to talk for 2 hours, and it was hard. And then we had those 3 hours. It was like, oh, hey guys, this is getting a little tough in my voice. And now I'm just like, oh yeah, I can go up to 6 hours before it starts to hurt. So we've made some big improvements. Big improvements in our nearly 6 months. Is Demon Slayer back soon? I don't know. I'm not sure if they even dubbed the last season. They probably did, I just haven't seen it. What have I seen? Okay, this is... Yeah, that is pushing too hot for the fish. I do not wish to have fish soup. If you open and close the door a little bit, it kind of helps force the hot air out. Out of the room. There we go. I have returned. Oh, but I need to sit properly. That's why I don't have like a posture check, because to get the capture working with my setup, I have to be sitting perfectly straight up the entire time. Your squeaking abilities have improved. Yay, my squeaks! I can't... What have I been watching? I think I've just had things on in the background. You know, those C-rated ones that are like, yeah, I'll watch this. There was one about I guess it was an isekai. Guy was a skeleton paladin and had to go around rescuing the elves with another elf lady. That was when I had on the background just while I was doing art. Relatively recently, I guess. What's another one? A lot of Chinese anime is starting to get on Crunchyroll. I think there was... I can tell the language difference, because there is a large difference between Chinese and Japanese when spoken. So I'm like, hey, this is one of those Chinese anime. I know there's probably a slang term for it that I'm not aware of, but it's still in the Japanese drawing style. So to me, it's still anime until I am corrected with correct vocabulary words. Okay, it looks like it's starting to cool down. Skeleton Knight in Another World? Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It had the very kind of... I don't want to say... It's not Dude Bro. The anime guy level. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Nya ha 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 ha! In the opening. I remember that at the end. It's not one of the... They're not every anime is like, oh yeah, I know about the Demon Slayers of this season. There's some that are just like, they were put out there to promote a light novel. They were just kind of, you know, put there. And yeah, they're not bad. You'll watch them. But they're not something that's entirely rememberable. And of course, it could be someone's favorite anime. And if it is, more power to you. This is not enough string to finish this. Maybe it is. I'm gonna try. Please? There we go. We'll get there. But you guys wanna, since we're kind of getting close to time, we got about half an hour left before I have to get back to work. Would you guys want to continue this, say, Monday? Would you like to keep working on our milk carton on Monday? Or do you guys kind of like, that's enough sewing for me? And I have my D20 here. Just in case. Sure. I ask because I care. Many animes for me have been background noise. That's why when I started watching streams, you kind of fell off. Yeah, that's okay. Down for another? Okay. I want to make sure it's not the most action-packed. Okay, yeah, this is not enough string if I'm messing up this much. It'd be enough if I had my hands, but they're gloved and put away. Can I do it from this distance? What? Come on. Yes? Yes. Oh, no. I gotta do the twirly thing. I gotta unthread the needle and do the twirly thing so I can make the knot. I gotta figure out what game to play. Next week. I'm not sure. I know everyone's like, oh yeah, Fall Guys is fine, but I want to spice it up a little. Having the same stream or two all the time, it gets a little boring, I guess. I want to be the spice. I want to be a little bit of spice, like nutmeg, just a little bit. A little bit extra variety. Happy balance of what you want and what we want. Doom Eternal. It's very Christian. I mean, you are slaying demons. It's not. I don't even know how to finish that prayer for cute flower girl. I remember one of the scientists at the facility was, he was one of the older ones, you know, the nice kind of like almost grandpa kind of figure, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm just playing some Doom Eternal. Oh, you little mandrake, you can't sleep. Why don't you come play spotter for me? So I'd pull off one of the little metal shop lab stools and kind of sit off to the side, half behind, and go, hey, there's an eye monster behind you. And then sure enough, there was one that had floated in front to behind him, and he'd completely forgotten about it. And then I go, okay, that's enough, and then hop back, go back to sleep. I don't. A little kid just like, yeah, I'm just watching the monsters in Doom, in the big shoot 'em up games, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. It doesn't cause nightmares, it's just a game. His best friend is Isabelle from Animal Crossing. How could it not fit the channel? Can he tell me bedtime stories? Maybe. Oh, what other ones? There was Fallout was another one of the ones. Was like, hey, I can't sleep. Okay, great. I'm on late watch at the facility. You can watch me play games while we make sure the camera monitors are still going. Because, you know, the L rooms need a little bit more supervision because they don't. And whereas my flower is on the top of my head and I have feetsies and little steppies that I can walk around with, my big sisters, the Elrune, they're like mermaids but flower instead of fish. So they have the whole human half, they don't have the flower on their head. Instead, from the waist down, they are the flower. So if something happens, like they toss and they turn and somehow they flip their little push carts, that's when the cams would be, oh hey, she needs help. So that's why we had to have cams on them, and we figured out kind of a shift schedule. They each got their own handlers eventually once Project Mandrake kind of got its own footing. Because, you know, little saplings, little kids need a lot more supervision than, say, teens and adults. So eventually we had the extra staff to kind of help them out 24/7. Watching my uncle play Gears of War when I was far too young. Watched it from the crack in his doorway. Gears of War, that's the... I might be thinking Battlefield. Where it's like almost like a war simulation. It's like, ah yes, you're a soldier fighting in combat. Here's your first person shooter, go get it. Go get him, champ. I don't know, I'm surprised. Given things like that were not necessarily my bedtime stories, but things I'd done before bed, like with all the weird scientists around taking care of us, you would, you'd think we'd be more hyper-violent and yes, shoot 'em ups and stab 'em games. But now I'm just like, nah, let's just sew and watch my fish. I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer from behind the couch as a kid. Gears of War is very brutal. There were several monsters and parasites in it. Not good for the young minds. That is, yeah, I can understand why. I can understand why. Oh, we're almost done with this. And then we have our 2 little triangles, and then we can start sewing up the sides. I've heard of it, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I didn't watch it. They were very... The scientists were not concerned about video game violence, but they were very concerned about cartoon violence. So Tom and Jerry, that's fine. That's something... Sometimes, like, the black and white Flintstones for the older scientists be like, ah, yes, this is fine. Smoking in cartoons, oh, they're just a bunch of sissies now. While you have things like Adventure Time that had extreme silliness or violence, and they're like, nope, this is too much. Your little plant brains can't watch this. However, if you can't sleep, come watch me play Doom Eternal for a while. A Let's Plays before Let's Plays were a thing. What else can you undersea? Under the sea. Oh yeah, my brain is in the microwave. Microwave fried egg, baked potato brains. And I'm gonna get a sip of tea again. We're going a lot. I think it might have been how warm it is and that I use sugar this time with this tea instead of honey. I think that helped the flavor a lot. Still has that subtle taste of lavender scented heated neck pillow. I hate that it's so specific. I hate that it's just like, that's exactly what it is. Under the Sea Emote Edition. More fishing. More fish. More under the sea. All of them. All of them. Sorry. And the temperature is getting up to me a little bit. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! The loser can't lean too forward. Hyper plus, hyper cool. That's hyper cute. That's what it is. Cute little dolphins. The first one was just happy dolphins clapping with the little excited lines. That one's so cute. One day I will have cuter ones too. Okay, stab and boop. There's our face, front and back. Then we've got to get the sides on. And they're just gonna kind of go like that once we get this sewn together, and it's just gonna all... I like that. It's pretty easy. Not too hard to do. I think the hardest thing to do was this little squiggle. Oh, more hyper pat, hyper cheer, hyper popcorn. Ah, I from the naming convention, they're all from the same place. I'm just not sure where they are from. Yeah, the gloves are so big. One size does not necessarily fit all. Even the mediums are too big. One day I will find the mythical small gloves. Hype train emotes? Hype trains. Huh. Okay, so it's like a Twitch website emote. I guess for participating or have one happen. I noticed when I got affiliate there was a few more emotes that had been unlocked, but I never really used the default emotes. So I didn't notice them for a while. It's like, oh no, it's like Twitch affiliate one. I'm like, oh, so that's what these are. Oh, is it not? I'm gonna try that again. If the thread is too or the knot in the thread is too small, then I'm going to be upset. Okay, it was just that little area. Sometimes it happens. I'm just gonna use a whip stitch. It's just like a spiral notebook kind of shape, just around and around in circles. It's not the cleanest, but I don't want to do backstitch anymore. Backstitch's boring. This is the action-packed stitch, the ultra hyper turbo edition of sewing. Look at this action. Ready? World record right there. Perhaps my silliness is getting off the charts today, huh? There we go. If I could... Oh. Okay. Flower, flower. Very fun. I'll allow it in this context. Adrenaline junkie sewing. High intensity, high speed, high stakes. Sewing at a desk, on a tightrope, over a pool of sharks. Let me get the little eyelash off my fabric. Why was that flagged? I didn't even notice that. Yes, the word junkie is flagged for obvious reasons. Because junkie refers to more than just adrenaline junkie. In this case, it fits. It's not a bad word, so I will approve it. But yeah, it can be very easily and often used in kind of not so say so thing. Not so say so things. One of my I almost started saying one of my catchphrases. Or say so cause I say so. Oh, there we go. What would you guys think if I put my hair in a ponytail sometime? Just like I know my braids are iconic, but like what if we switched it up? It could be fun. Sometimes it might be fun to switch things up. I've just been thinking of things like that lately. Well, you know, what if a new outfit? What if a new hairstyle? It's been 6 months. I feel like I should shake it up a little bit. This is a Christian stream. No. We are a creation of man. Therefore, if like mankind created mandrakes and Dalboons and even the Myconids, those bullies, would we plant folk hail humanity as our gods? We very clearly, I don't see humans as like gods or demigods. But if we did see anything as god, it would be humans. And yet we don't. Huh. I don't know, I never got into like the thought process about it. Mandrakes are kinda... this is not gonna be enough. There we go. Extra big piece of string, because we're gonna need a lot of it. Going on. Ponytas are cute. I prefer Rapidash. I tried to do all the gasping ones. Okay, mister. Well, let's... There's a Say-So song? I didn't know there was a Say So song. I thought I just like, oh, you know, why are we wholesome on this stream? Because I say so. And then I found that say so was a VTuber vocabulary word for wholesome. And then we're like, ah, we're say so. So instead of saying we're wholesome because I say so, I don't need to give a reason. And then it became a say so because I say so. I didn't realize. I didn't realize that that was like a. Have I been accidentally quoting something? I never know. Nian Say So song? Nianners did a spoof of Doja Cat Say So? Sorry, let me concentrate. There we go. Threaded the needle. I did not know. I don't keep up with the corporate VTubers very much. I watch the VTuber news, but I don't watch the corporate ones by myself. I like the chat streamer interaction, and with the big streams like that, you can't even see your message in chat. It is just blazing by at 1,000,000 miles an hour and breaking my capture. Yep, it's a bop. Oh, I'll have to see. I don't want to get copyright struck, but I'll have to remember to check it out with my microwaved egg brain. Speaking of which, tea. There we go. Only a little bit of tea left. I know there's a bunch of kind of cute songs like that, like, oh, you know, say so is a vocabulary word and it means stuff, and there's a song about it. There's the Tsundere love song. I remember that was cute back in the day. That and Drop Pop Candy. Those were very fun. I found it from streamers singing it in karaoke. Let me just, what do you say? Not Nianners? Natasha Nianners? I'm writing this down. So when we hit our 100 follower goal down there, we're gonna do a karaoke stream, and I've been trying to. I haven't been practicing lately. Usually I would be like, oh yeah, my experiments at, you know, a different part of the facility. I'll sing in the car while we go there. Or, oh hey, the dorms are empty. I'll sing to fill the emptiness. I'll sing to feel the silence. And it's just, everyone is always here. Are you sure about, is it a bed?
I'd like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure.
Wiggle, wiggle, for sure. You sang pretty dapper. Let it go yesterday. No, I can sing better. Let's see. The problem is I know I can play like a record isn't quite correct. Like, I can play the instrumentals. That's what I was going for. The instrumentals in my head, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's an interlude here of the song that you guys just can't hear, but in my head it's very clear. So I'm just middle of the song. No one understands why unless they know the song. What's a I'm trying now to think of like what would be a good song. I know a lot of Lee and Lai songs. I know a few anime openings and Vocaloid songs. But I don't know. I need to brush up. I've been trying to get back to the more modern Vocaloid lately. Because it's still going. It's so much quieter than it used to be. But people are still making songs for it. And you can make your own voice bank. Therefore, I would like to propose VTuber V-roids. Get a VTuber, have them sing, and then you make a whole VTuber around the voice. You can type in what they say, and it will kind of like synthesize the sentence, so you can have a real-time fake live streamer. That kind of makes sense. Jiggle jiggle, huh? MVTuber. MTV VTuber. MTV Tuber. There we go. It took a minute. Yeah. Let me. Uh-oh. I'm getting too loud. I'm sorry. Just the looks of. It's not a smile. It's a puzzled, confused expression of why are you? It's silent, and then talking and reading. Too loud sound scare fish. Fish are good. The fish, they actually like it when I go around. They're just like, what is she doing? What's this lady doing? Oh, right. Gotta check this first. Which one of these does it go to? It's kind of like a puzzle. So these go like that. Let me pin this together. Pin it, then check it. Don't start sewing again. We made that mistake once. Do that scarefish. A confused grimace, just kind of. What would your siblings do if they see you in gloves and a sweater and 90 to 100 degree high humidity weather? Just laughing and talking to no one. Out of context, it's quite a bizarre scene. And they're just kind of like, what the heck are you doing? We hear you do that, but we thought we were like on Discord. Why are you like this? Let's see. We gotta stretch the triangle. Make that meet. Yeah. There we go. Boop. Okay. That means that this side will be. Excuse me. No, we don't need string. Away with thee. Away with thee. Oh, there's another pin. I just want to make sure that all of these kind of go flat and work together like that. Actually, I'm just gonna. Okay, that doesn't work. Let me do this later. I may have sewn on one piece backwards and not realized it, and that's a lot of sewing I'd have to undo. I can't even get my high-pitched squeaks out. My voice is that badly damaged. My sister used to make YouTube videos, and we would hear her talking to herself in her room. They know I stream, but like, none of them have ever come to watch stream. They'd be like, oh yeah, okay, sure, I'll follow you to help you out. And then it's just like, why is this random cartoon lady, why am I following her? And then just kind of chopstick real quick. And then it's just kind of, luckily they've all gone off. Gone off back like, oh, I don't remember why I'm following this plant lady. And, gotten off. I don't have to worry about them, but the problem is they've forgotten. They're just like, oh yeah, she does her little thing twice a week. And just the girls, what are you doing? This is why. Sorry, it's just getting a little bit bored. This salad lady over here. salad lady affectionate, not salad lady derogatory, I hope. Let me get some water this time. A big ol' sip. There we go. We're slowly getting there. We haven't gotten all of our pieces put on yet. We have our bottom, which of course is gonna be the bottom, and then we have these two tabs, which are gonna be like when you pull open milk cartons. They have a little tab, two tabs glued together. So I just kind of have. Oh, okay, capture. I'm sorry, but I gotta stand it vertically. There goes my voice. But they have the two kind of vertical tabs put together, and fleece can stick together with the static. So it's kind of that good, like, you can rip it in half like a milk carton, or you can do the whole pouring for a spout. I don't know, it's a cute little extra thing. Don't judge me. Where's our sewing needle? And where is our stitch line at? Oh no. Please don't tangle. Okay. Tangling long strings like this is very easy to do. You're not supposed to cut string longer than your forearm. Stretch. I can't stretch without leaning too far. One day I'll find Sad Lady on a sticker, on a sticky note someplace in the lab. It's always affectionate Sad Lady, I know. Let's see. Someday you'll find my little sticky notes and go, she had a sticky note that randomly said toast as a conversation prompt. I remember that debacle, that fumble of words. Sorry, when it gets hot, you just gotta take some big deep breaths and they take a second. I think we're gonna end it in just a minute. This is gonna probably be like another 20 minutes at the rate we're going, with our pausing every few seconds to chat. So yeah, we're gonna start wrapping up. I can't wait for Eva Mana to finally embrace the genius of Sad Lady. She would love it. Nobody likes a warm salad. Yes. Heat is inescapable. Let me keep going far too close to me. My arms are almost completely outstretched. But if I put it closer, I'm in danger of like bonking things. Bonking suspended lights and cameras in action. Maybe one day we can have. Well, no, maybe one day we can have a live broadcast. What is streaming if not a live broadcast? I promise I'm smart. I promise we have intellectual conversations. My dear new sprouts or wandering Twitch viewer. But today is not one of those days. We will never see a plush finished on stream. We will never know. I have so many to do. Oh, that's right. We did the Axel. Oh, how long ago was that? It must have been like 3 months ago was our last sewing stream. Because we did an axolotl, I think? It's still over there. It's still on the pile. I don't think we've sewn since I grabbed a pair of gloves from the medical center. From the little medical bay. I never claimed to be an intellectual. I've made many claims about being intellectual. I'm so tired. Gotta bounce. Okay. Well, I play Bezel. We'll be finished in just a minute, so you're not missing much. Go sleep. Go sleep, 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 please. See you later, cutie pie. See you later, boy puzzle. Have good dreams. Okay, it's a bit small. I'm but a small town bird lawyer. Okay. Oop. Sheathing my sword. It is kind of fun. This is perhaps my second most used thing. Oh no, I'm getting string bits everywhere. Oh no, this is not ideal. I just want to start cleaning up. Later, Zora. Why? Grab. Oh, I saw Boy Puzzle with the Z's and I was, oh, it's Boy Puzzle even though it's Zora. Oh no, it is Boy Puzzle. Okay. Are you guys ready for something spooky? I know we have. That's my mic. We have cute milk cartons we've been working on, but I did tell you guys I'd show you the commission I made, and someone wanted a spooky doll of their D&D character. Doesn't it smell better in here? Mid. It's not done. I still need to do a little painting detail. There it is. It has its own little skirt with hand-sewn ruffles on it. I had to sew all of this stuff by hand. You can have like the little pockets here. They wanted it creepy, so I tried to do a creepy face. And they have a little cape that can be detachable. And I made a yarn wig because they wanted witchy hair. But yeah, I even got little. Can it focus? No, it cannot. I did little hand sew things so the horns have like the little goat stripes. Yeah, it's so good. I hope so. I hope so. I do make the stuffed animals and sell them. I hope that people get good quality stuff. Deaf spooky, good. I'm glad. In contrast to, again, you guys have gotten me into show and tell mode. It's a dangerous thing you guys can do. She's so big. In contrast to the me, look at my little bow and my little dangly earrings. I love it. It's a little self-absorbed, I know, but I like the things I make. Let me move my old mouse pad. It shouldn't be in view. That's the only one I can tell. Gotta go. Sure, they would love it. I hope so. It ships out hopefully Thursday. Cause I got more work to do and I don't know where my paints are. But it'll be out definitely soon. I hope they like it. I really hope they like it. It took me a month. That thing is over 87. I think it's up to 95 pieces. Not including like the buttons and the individual like little detailing on the sashes. Where's her mini mana plush? The chibi mana plush? I haven't made a chibi mana plush. I think the little mana plush is both. But I said we'd be going, and I got works to do. You guys have sleeps to get. I'll go by screen. Hopefully I will have more brain cells next stream. I will not be a baked potato. 97 pieces, yes. The big plushes, like the mana plush, I think is a little over 100 separate pieces cut out and then sewn back together. And that other one had similar amount of pieces, but the hair really kind of is what put mana over the top. But it does have, the Commission Plus does have a lot of hand-sewn ribbon, and I don't know if I should count those as pieces or not. Bedtime's for 3 hours. I'm sorry, Zorander, for you at least. For me at least, it is very, very late. So Zorander, you don't have to go to... Well, I'm not doing it again. I'm learning. No bed... I'm not gonna do the, okay, no bedtime for you then thing. Zora in the wrong time zone. Zora's in the past, viewing the future. 3 hours ahead in the future, perhaps. Hey, different time zones just mean cool other places. Dear Lord. No. I will perhaps reveal to you guys all of my stats. My cool stream stats. So you're like, oh, there's people in Brazil. Oh my gosh, we had someone from France last stream. Can you guys believe it? I don't know. I find it nice that there are people other places and other time zones that go out of their way to watch me, and I appreciate it. But I gotta go now. Good night, Sprouts.